Hey there everybody, Oddones here and welcome back to the channel for another figure review. And as you can see on the turntable, we have the SH Figuarts Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And this thing looks pretty nice. I do have the Figma one, and while I do like it, I always felt like something was off. Maybe this will explain why I felt like something was off. This one, I don't know what it is, but this one seems to stick out a little bit more than the Figma one. Could be the size, could be the colors. It could be able to linear things. Maybe it's nothing at all. But we're gonna take this off the turntable and we're gonna dive in and see what this is all about. Shout outs to my awesome girlfriend for getting this for me for a birthday gift. It's like, this is really cool. Wife gets me a Street Fighter figure. Girlfriend gets me a Demon Slayer figure. This is awesome. I love this relationship. But yeah, let's get this guy off the turntable and open up this box and get a closer look at Tanjiro. It does look pretty nice though. Like, the box art's actually pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's just of, Tanjiro, it's still pretty fire. So let's get him out and check everything out. Oh, okay, that's pretty neat. So, for the inside, the instructions are here, because I just remember SH Figuarts no longer produces paper instructions. They just put them on the inside tabs. This is here, and then the other side of the box, that tab makes the background. This is actually pretty neat. If I collect boxes, I would probably cut that out and keep it, but I don't. Got some little words here and stuff, talk about the, things of what their goal is with this line, or just their figures, but enough of that. Let's get into Tanjiro. This is everything that we have included with him in the box. So we have Tanjiro himself, 3 faces, 3 sets of hands, not including the fist that he has on, and 2 sets of swords. One is a normal set, and the other one, spoilers alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, although I feel like everyone should have seen it at this point, has also sword when he gets Rengoku's hilt guard. I forget what that thing is actually called, but yeah, it's given to him from Rengoku's little brother due to circumstances of people dying. Yeah. So let's get this out of the plastic and see what we have here. Alright, so we have Tanjiro. We got some paper to keep things from rubbing up and messing itself up. And right off the bat, my camera is too high. Right off the bat, there we go. There's Tanjiro. You can see his hair color very prominent. The lighting that they show in the show of how his hair looks. You can see that off of this figure, and that's pretty cool. I do dig that. That is nice. The art style is captured really nicely in the eyes. The earrings leave something to be desired. The sun rays aren't showing down on them, but quite honestly, these are detailed better than the Figma one, and I'll take that one out for you guys to see so you can know what I'm talking about. But it does look good, and hopefully this is showing up on camera. You guys can see the brown of his suit underneath. We do have a peg here for his sword sheath, which I think is nice because on the Figma one, it's just permanently there, and the sheath has a hole in it, and it has the whole peg and hilt peg and sheath system like most swords do for anything in this line, unless they're pretty cool like Thompson's and his trunks. But I do like that the entire sheath can be removed and not get in the way. It does look pretty good throughout. The detailing is nice. The pants, coat, I really like his coat. It looks really good. It's actually pretty soft too. It feels like everything will get out of the way that you need to get out of the way for any poses. The only thing I really want to do is try to get under this somehow to see, and I doubt it's on there. No, it's not. I wanted to see if the kanji was on the back. It's not. You can see a gap there for posing, so that's good to know. That if for some reason if you were doing a shoot and you needed a shot of his back and you had him over like this, you would see that open. With that being said, let's just go ahead and knock the articulation out of the way. So we have our head that can look up this far, look down this far, which is actually really nice. It's all the way down. We have our left and right, all the way around, you know, all that good stuff. We do get some tilt, so that's nice to be expressive. Arms can go all the way up, like Jesus Christ. That's nothing with the shoulder or anything, it's just up. That's actually really nice. We can go all the way around. Ooh, this articulation is different. Hold up. There we go. All the way around. Oh, I popped it off. Okay. Well, you can see the inside there where the butterfly joint is, which is nice. Let's pop this peg back in. There we go. We do have a bicep swivel here, or just a cut itself. I guess that's to help with the arm. This is a slightly weird articulation. I gotta get used to this. This also turns here. The sole's coat will get out of the way no matter how you need to pose it. It will get out of the way, so you should be fine. We do have a wrist swivel and hinge system here, and the inside of the cuff, the arm does move around a bit, so you get a decent amount of range for this guy. We have an upper torso pivot side to side, and you can crunch forward. He can crunch forward a fair amount. That's how far forward he goes, but that's from the back, that looks terrible. But from the side, not so much if you use it, you know, certain angles to hide it. Major gappage in the front, but this shifts up and down, so that's good. We do have a waist swivel. Our legs can kick forward this far, can kick back this far. It stops because of the plastic itself. We do have a thigh swivel. We have double jointed knees, which bend all the way in, so kneeling pose is nice. No need to swap legs like Buzzmod. Still kind of want to pick those up, but those are expensive. Really, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's pretty neat. So there's a cut here down in the leg wraps that allows this to go in, so when you do bend the leg, it doesn't get in the way. So that's actually really neat. That's pretty clever. I like that. We have our ankle articulation with it going forward and down. We do have a toe hinge, which works nicely, and we do get pivot. That's actually all pretty good. No boot cut, but makes sense seeing how it's designed. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna see if I can get him to do that. Pretty sure I can. Yeah, he can kneel down to sit like they do perfectly fine. Shaky camera on its own. That's actually really nice. No need to swap anything out, and it doesn't break up the sculpt or anything. It's all still intact. One good shot. I like that. That's impressive. I believe my Figma can do this. I could be wrong, but we'll double check. We'll leave Tanjiro here for a second, and we shall grab the other accessories. So, what this Tanjiro comes with, aside from the face he has on right now, are 3 other faces, each one a different expression, and to my surprise, one of them has a different Slayer mark, which is pretty nice. So, we have Happy Tanjiro, which is done very nicely. Looks good, has a gleam in his eye. Slayer mark looks well. Earrings, great. We have slightly angry Tanjiro. This is a more dynamic one. The earrings are actually flared out. You can see the backing of them. It's actually really clean, but there you go. Looks really nice. And then the last one with the alternate Slayer mark is teeth gritting Tanjiro. And this Slayer mark changes. I believe this is his initial one, or is his second one. I can't remember which Slayer mark was which. I need to rewatch Demon Slayer. But each of these faces are all really nice. They're all nicely detailed and look pretty accurate to the source. We're going to get into the swords. So we're going to get into his first one, Tanjiro's normal sword that he has throughout the show. Before anything is done to it, the blade looks very nice. The hand wrapping, everything about this looks pretty cool. That's one thing I can say for it right now versus the Figma, is that this is actually one solid piece. The Figma has a split to where it's actually open, and then this is the hilt that'll plug into the sheath to go on his waist. Speaking of which, let's go and grab that now. Here's the sheath. Oh, looks pretty good, pretty standard. You have the port hole for it to plug in, so it'll plug in this way, which isn't bad. It's pretty nice. And then we just plug this into the top. This is a very secure fit, so there you go. And then we'll just grab the sword just for the sake of it. And I believe that the blade would be in there. You know, the tip would sit just right there. With that being said, why didn't they just make it this hollow? This could have fit. This would have been perfectly fine. And then for the second one, we have his alternate sword after it gets remade and Rengoku's handguard is added to it, which looks really nice. Capture the flame detail pretty good. Let's see, there we go. Definitely like this. That's pretty cool. And then again, we have another one that's just for the top of the sheath, like so. So we'll just pop this out, and then we can plug this one into it. It is keyed, so keep the direction in the same direction so you don't mess anything up. And then it's just plug in like so. And there we go. Looks very nice. It's funny, the shape of this kind of reminds me of Bleach. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna put the normal one back in. Make sure this is lined up correctly. There we go, and then we're gonna plug this one onto him. So I'm gonna lift his arm. Oh, actually, no, before we plug this on, I gotta talk about the coat. So this is sectioned off in the top and the back, so this will get out of the way when you need to move anything. This is fine, and then these you can move up to poles however you may need. They're all pegged in. They're very soft. I mean, very soft. Really nice. The only thing that would have been better than this is if it was an actual cloth cape. But, you know, Sesame figuarts, we don't get cloth that often. But we will take what we can get. This is nice though. Really nice. Gets out of the way. It doesn't feel cumbersome or anything. I dropped a sword piece. I have no idea where that just went. Let's plug this in and see how well this goes. Oh, pretty smooth. And we can move it. It seems like it will get out of the way. Yeah, it fits there, no problem at all. That's nice. All right, that's actually really nice. I already like that over my Figma. I already like that. With that being said, last thing we have here are the different hands. I'm just gonna pull all of these out at once. So for the hands, we have these two relaxed hands. You can use these for waving, touching the ground. I have no idea. We have these two dynamic hands for action shots. Maybe he's jumping, maybe he's getting ready to grab his sword, maybe he's getting ready to strike. We have the two fist hands he comes on with in package. And then we have the two sword holding hands. So you can hold the sword to each side. This is nice. If you take the sheath off, you can probably hold the sheath. I don't know. Let's test that. The sheath might be too big, but we're gonna give it a shot and see. Yeah, the sheath is too big. So this is only for holding the sword handles, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, it feels nice. It looks nice. I dig it. So before I compare this to the Figma one, we're going to get into our size comparison really quick. So let's pull this back some. Here we have the Marvel Legends modular suit Iron Man, and Tanjiro is quite a bit shorter than him. But that's SH Figuarts in general when it comes to their anime line. Most figures are tending to be short. We have our Lightning Collection Lord Zed Super Putty. Tanjiro falling. There we go. Let's get him standing. We have... oh, where did he go? We have lost one of our usual suspects. We have lost... oh, wait, no, we found him. We have our SH Figuarts Final Form Cooler. Let's get this guy up there. Alright. I'm just raising it up because you guys know what time it is. You know who's coming. The OG thick boy himself, SH Figuarts Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Who doesn't want to stand? What is with this recently? Like, Broly just doesn't want to stand anymore. There we go. Perfect. And Tanjiro is very short. Now, with that being said, I'm going to bring out the Figma Tanjiro, which again is a nice figure in and of itself. It's just that SH Figuarts kind of blow him out the water. So we're gonna bring this back out first. Gotta get ready for a height change, and then here we go. So on the left of the screen we have the Figma Tanjiro, and on the right we have our SH Figuarts, and there is a night and day difference between these two, between color, height, just aesthetic. Good lord. So the SH Figuarts is definitely taller. If we're going for a younger Tanjiro, I guess you could use the Figma, but the difference between the two is insane. The hairstyling is a lot softer on the Figma. The shading is a lot more subtle on the SH Figuarts, but the subtleness actually shows up really nice. It's not as heavy as the Figma, as you can see. The Figma, if it'll focus, the Figma's pretty heavy on the top, at least coming up on camera. Meanwhile, the SH Figuarts, it's subtle. Let's see if we can get this to show up. There we go. It just looks really subtle. It's kind of insane. The undersuit is visibly more brown on the SH Figuarts in person. On camera, it looks even more so. They both look dark, but this looks damn near black on camera, and this one looks, you can tell that it's not black, but it's not clearly brown. In person, they're both brown, but this is a lighter brown. The coat on the SH Figuarts is a lot more green, a lot more vibrant than the Figma one, and I actually really appreciate that. I also appreciate that the Figma one, not the Figma, the SH Figuarts has this completely separated in 3 different sections and not just the 2. It doesn't look nearly as messy as the Figma one does when you get into posing. But I'm going to sit SH Figuarts aside real quick to show you guys what I mean for Figma. So for Figma, their sheath cannot come off at all. This is just attached. So it will always look like that no matter what you do. Even if you want him in a kneeling pose, this is going to be attached. And then there's that hole there to hold it. What I do like is the sword handle. And the fact that for the guard, they actually cut the holes in between all the spaces for his sword. I like that detail. I wish the SH Figuarts did that, but they didn't, and that kind of sucks, but this is nice. This is still nice. And quite honestly, they're roughly around the same. Roughly. I say that as I show you guys the complete opposite. So the spacing that's in between her, I feel like SH Figuarts could have did it, but they chose not to. and it's just that much bigger. It's like they really could have done it. They could have, but they didn't, and we just have to live with that. There we go. But no matter what you do, you can't get this out unless you break it. There's probably a way to get that out, but I'm not gonna do that to mine. The plus side to the Figma though is that the Figma did come with, I knocked that off. The Figma did come with effects for their Tanjiro. It came with a water effect, and it also comes with a fire effect. The SH Figuarts has no effects, so I am hoping that Rengoku and Akaza come with something. I don't know what it is with SH Figuarts lately, but they're just like, yeah, we don't do effect pieces anymore. You have to buy those separately. And it's like, dude, that's really scummy. That's like the My Hero line. Everyone's praising their My Hero line for their Deku and their Bakugo and their Shoto for how they look, and I will admit they do look good. But I'm gonna stick with Amazing Yamaguchi because Amazing Yamaguchi is giving us effect pieces for ours at no extra, oh, go buy this afterwards. Like, that sucks. How are you gonna give me a character like Bakugo and not give me any explosions right off the bat? I don't want to have to go and buy that separately. Shouldn't that come with that base? Back to this though. One thing I wanted to check out was the knee bend here, which it does as well. You just move this to the side, have it like that, and then he also can do a kneeling pose. There we go. So they both can do a kneeling pose. So in this regard, while I may not have it, in this regard, they are both better than Buzzmod. Because the Buzzmod figures, you have to take off their legs and do an entire leg swap in order to get this position out of them, which is insane. Who wants to do an entire leg swap part? I don't. The last thing I wanted to point out was the earrings. There's a definite difference between the Figma and the SH Figuarts, and the SH Figuarts is way more detailed. Good outline of the cross. The only thing that's missing is the little sun rays. But we don't have those on either one, so that sucks. But between the two, SH Figuarts did it better for the earring itself. And then for faces, the Figma actually happened to come with 3 different faces as well. I'll just grab these out for you guys really quick. I say really quick as it's taking me more time than it should. There we go. So the SH Figuarts has its 4 faces, if you include the one it comes with. And the Figma has 4 faces, including the one that it comes with in base. But we have a smiling face. There we go. Or a happier face, because I mean technically that face is smiling too. So we have a happy face, we have a angry face, and then we have a comedic face. And this part I actually really like. I kind of wish we had one of a comedic face for the SH Figuarts, but it's fine. As for our face comparisons, the only ones we can really compare are the smiley and the angry. So let's bring up both smiling faces. The SH Figuarts is on the right, the Figma is on the left. They both look good. They both have the eye texture down, but the Figma is a lot more dull than the SH Figuarts. They're nice. They're both nice, don't get me wrong. But the SH Figuarts is better, in my opinion, for me, for my preference. And then we have both the angry faces, and this is where there's a big difference. The Slayer mark is different for the SH Figuarts, but the anger is definitely there from both sides. But SH Figuarts looks a lot more pissed. Anyway, both these figures are good, but if it came down to choosing between the Figma and the SH Figuarts, like say they're both available, I would recommend going with the SH Figuarts. they're gonna start tackling their line. We do have a Nesco coming. We've already had Akaza announced, Rengoku announced. Maybe we'll get Tengen, Inosuke, Zenitsu. Hopefully they can hit everybody. It'd be nice. You know, have something that's of a decent quality. Maybe we can get some cloth goods. That way people don't have to go for a super expensive buzz mod. Cause yeah, no, that's terrible. Oh, I didn't even show his blade. Let me do that real quick. So this is his Nichiren sword. Just a standard black blade. Looks nice though. And then we have the SH figuarts, which has the blade highlighted, the sheen in the blade itself. Again, both are good. I just prefer the SH figuarts. It's really nice. And then might as well show those off. The fire effect for the Figma, Tanjiro, and his water effect as well. Now, the only thing I wanted to check was to see if these effects would fit on the SH figuarts sword. So we're gonna give this a shot right now and see if it fits or if we're out of luck. And it fits without an issue. That's amazing. So if you happen to have the Figma and you pick up Tanjiro for SH figuarts, you can use these effects with your Figma. Not with your Figma, with your SH figuarts. It fits on there. It's not as sturdy. It doesn't feel as sturdy. It wobbles. So you're going to want to use a stand like it's what's included with the Figma one. But the fact that these work across, he had no effects and now he does. This is awesome. And then the normal blade, when these go in, they're like it's really sturdy going in. Like it slides in and holds. It doesn't feel as wobbly. So I'll give them that for their sword. It was meant for the effect piece, and maybe, SH figuarts wasn't, but I'm definitely gonna be using these. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you all in the next one as soon as I figure out what the hell I'm gonna be reviewing next. I have some things I have planned. I just have to get around to actually doing it. But yeah, this is supposed to be just for him, but I ended up doing a double review, kind of. This is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. I do dig this. I like this a lot. I don't know what to do with my Figma now. I'm keeping the effect pieces, but I genuinely don't know what to do with this now. I have no reason to have two Tanjiros. Maybe I'll customize one, make a cloth clothing for this one somehow. I don't know. But this is the way to go. Go with the SH figuarts. Definitely worth it. I'm gonna get this out the way, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I had a horrible joke for Demon Slayer and Rengoku, but I'd rather not. I don't think it would go through properly.